Welcome back to Lightning Health. Pull-ups are hard. They're not something that most of us can just jump up and do. So today, I'm gonna give you some tips and tools so that you can get your first pull-up. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I've got tons of videos, from workout videos to mobility videos to how-to videos. But more importantly, if you are willing and able, please consider donating to the True Colors Foundation. True Colors is an organization I've been working with for a while. They work to combat youth homelessness in the LGBTQ community, and they are a great organization. First things first, I wanna go over the technique of a pull-up. So when we are setting up for that pull-up, I wanna think about my hands being about shoulder width apart and then taking about a thumb's distance out from there. This is a proper pull-up stance. If I'm too narrow with my stance, then I'm primarily using my biceps. And if I am too wide with my stance, I'm primarily using my lats, these big back muscles. And we wanna use the perfect combination of the two. So I'm gonna have this pretty wide pull-up stance. From here, I'm going to find a dead position. So dead position means that my shoulders are completely relaxed. I'm going to go into an active position and then pull up, get my chin over the bar, control the descent down. That is 1 rep. The first step to doing a pull-up is just being able to hang from the bar. So we're gonna find our pull-up stance. We're gonna be in a dead hold. We're going to find the active position with our shoulders, and we're gonna hold here. Once we've mastered the active hold position, then we can go into something called a scap pull-up. So I'm gonna show you from behind. I'm gonna be in that dead position, and I'm going to find my active position. My elbows stay completely straight. It's a very small range of motion. And down, and active, and dead, and active, and dead. The flexed arm hang is a really great way for us to work a range of motion of the pull-up without having to do the pull-up first. So we're gonna find a low pull-up bar. We're gonna find our pull-up stance, and from here, my shoulders are gonna be down and back. I'm going to hold my chin up over the bar. Really squeeze, and then rest. Once we have mastered the scap pull-up and the flexed arm hang, we can do the negative pull-up. So this is one of the best tools for us to get our first pull-up. We're going to find our flexed arm hang above the bar, and from here we're going to go down on a 5 count of a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. You can shake it out before you do your next rep. I see all the time people trying to do a pull-up and then feeling really defeated after they can't get it. But doing pull-up attempts is actually a really good way for us to strengthen the pull-up. And if we don't try, we never know how close we are to getting that pull-up. So for the pull-up attempt, we will start underneath that bar, and we are going to go as far as we can up into that pull-up position. So if that is this far, that's totally fine. You'll do that pull-up attempt, then you will rest, shake it out, and then we'll do another one. So we're doing it in a controlled environment. We're not trying to do this for time, but we're also not getting dejected when we don't get that full pull-up. You are getting so much benefit by just doing that little bit of pulling action. So pull-up attempts, absolutely great for getting your first pull-up. Okay, you got your first pull-up. Now we're gonna go through some strengthening movements so that you can get more. First exercise is going to be the tempo pull-up. So for this tempo that I'm going to demonstrate, it's going to be a 3-3-3-1 tempo. So we are going to be going up on a 3 count, holding at the top for 3, down for 3, rest for 1. It's gonna look like this. Find that dead hang, active hang position. 3, 2, 1, hold, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, rest. Up, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, rest. Next movement we are going to do is the weighted pull-up. So I like to do this with a backpack on that has weight in it, or you can hold the weight in between your knees or your ankles, but everything stays the same. So you're adding a little bit of weight to your frame and then doing a pull-up from there. Just like the tempo pull-up, the 1.5 pull-up is a really great way to practice that motor patterning so that that can transfer into more pull-ups, right? So we are going to start at the bottom of our pull-up position, pull up, go halfway down, up, and down. Like I said in the beginning, we want to practice using our biceps and our lats for this movement. But if we feel like our biceps are lacking, if that's kind of the limiting factor for this movement, we can practice doing the chin up. So the chin up is going to be an underhand grip, and it's going to primarily use the biceps. Underhand, dead hang, active hang, pull up, chin comes over the bar, control the descent. Our muscles are full of imbalances. Inherently, when we are raised, one side of our body is working so much harder than the other side of our body. And when we look at that from a pull-up perspective, when I'm doing a pull-up, because I'm right-handed, my right side of my body is pulling so much harder than the left. So the next variation of pull-up, called the commando pull-up, is one way for us to kind of work one side of our body at a time so that we can even out those imbalances. For this commando pull-up, this is a little confusing to start. I'm gonna be in a mixed grip. The hand that is closest to me, I am going to put my head on the opposite side of the bar. Okay, so listen again. Hand that is closest to me, I'm going to bring my head on the other side of the bar. It's gonna look like this. Touch my shoulder and hold, and come down. Touch my shoulder and hold, and come down. And then because we wanna balance it out, right? We wanna do it on the other side. Touch my shoulder and hold, down. Touch my shoulder and hold, and down. The last thing we're gonna go over is how to scale the pull-up for a workout. So a lot of times we'll see pull-ups programmed in a workout and we'll say, oh, I don't have a pull-up yet, so I can't do that. And if we do that for every single workout, we're never gonna get pull-ups. So here are some options that we can do so that you can do a pull-up in a workout and still continue to improve on those pull-ups. So generally, when we are scaling a pull-up in a workout, we would use a band that we could put over the bar, take a little bit of our weight off of that pull-up. But if you don't have that option, we can do a jumping pull-up. So we wanna find a pull-up station where if our hands are over our head, our fingertips are just about touching that bar. From here, I'm going to jump up, bring my chin over the bar, and then relax. So jump up and relax. We're taking a little bit of that pull-up out of the equation so that we can do multiple reps in a workout. The other option I love for scaling the pull-up in a workout is the inverted row. So we can use a swing, we can pull our body up just like how we would be doing that for a pull-up, but we can change the difficulty throughout the workout. If we're nice and tall in that inverted row, that's a little bit easier. The lower we get, a little bit more difficult. And it's a really great way for us to strengthen our pull-up without having to actually do a bunch of pull-up reps. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you get your first pull-up, I wanna hear about it. So leave me a comment, tag me. I'm so excited to hear from you. I don't think you're supposed to be this sweaty after filming a pull-up tutorial. That's it.